Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Santa Clara. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. For an opener, Purdy to throw. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California.
Early in the game, Mike, sometimes you just can't resist. First play, let's chuck it deep. Let's see if we can get this defense on their heels early. Well, we just saw worst-case scenario when doing just that. Not only can you not connect, the ball falls into the waiting arms of this defense, and that one shot is all you got on your opening possession.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Crowd begins with a pass. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Crowd to throw here on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he's into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He keeps it himself.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield, he doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that 1st down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And 3rd down coming up. Again in the air for Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, You're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On first down, it's Stroud. And this will be incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man, complete to Dell. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's good for a Texans first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On play action, Stroud. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here.
Here we go.
A second down throw for Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Play action. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Kalen Bullock there on the tackle. Here's a third down and 4. They'll motion over Samuel. Third and short. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara. In a moment, they'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
All right.
Throwing is Stroud. He's got Dell for that one. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down for Houston.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And it'll be 3rd down.
All right.
Here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And they've got a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He's got it at about the 8. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. A tight end in motion now. They'll run here with Mixon. Powering forward. He's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans extend their advantage to 14-3. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. That one good for 26 yards. They'll motion over Samuel. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. Jimmy Ward with the good coverage that time gets a hand in there. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Here's Purdy again. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 35 yards. Back to the air again is Purdy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Houston. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, it's Purdy. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Purdy works out of the pistol. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Robbie. Good.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And not a lot there. Only up to about the 41. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 14. 1st down, Texans.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Oh, we tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Now a loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected.
3rd and long. To throw is Purdy. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Here we go.
Now Mixon. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Lucky Texas.
2nd and 5.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Texans' first down.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
On the ground, it's Mixon. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
2J.
And this is 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The end of the 3rd quarter.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Stroud to throw. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Jimmy Ward with the good coverage that time gets a hand in there. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
On the give, this is Mixon. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. They'll go play action with Stroud. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Texans. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last...
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing from the outset is Penix. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. They'll throw with Penix. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And some space here. And out across midfield down to the 45. The rookie from Washington putting it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a first down. Operating from the gun, Penix. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Breaks the tackle. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Looking to throw, Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And looking to throw, Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Penix. Forced out to his left. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1st and goal from the 6. Here's Penix. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
To the air, Penix. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it as we resume action. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of